Well, you have met a lot of winners from the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Which of them have made the biggest impression on you?
They all make an impression. They all make an impression. I mean, this year's winners are just so brave, so impossibly brave, that it's unbelievable. I mean, I don't think people understand what each one of us is capable of until you meet someone who's just like us, just like you, but who finds the courage to fix something that is wrong at great personal danger. And it's daunting, it's unbelievable. But these three women this year are as impressive as any. I mean, they're just remarkable.
How is it really to get in touch with the winners and talk with them and stay with them?
How hard is it to? We don't meet them. Well, we don't. We generally cover the stories that they're involved in. So we might have journalists in Liberia, or we might have journalists in Yemen. But it's very unusual for us to really get a chance to meet the laureates until we arrive here. And so it's always a surprise to see what they're going to be like. Are they going to be friendly or unfriendly? Are they going to be cooperative or not cooperative? And some of them are, I mean, we've really had wonderful experiences. Some of them are just very, very, very funny. You don't think of them as funny people. But some of them are funny, sweet, nice people. And at the end of an hour, you just want to give them a hug and say goodbye, you know, like you're friends. But I restrain the hugs as best I can.
Do you already have any favorites for the next year?
I don't. I really only had one favorite ever, and he ended up winning eventually. But generally, when I pick people, they don't win. It's remarkable. We try and prepare every year for who might win the Nobel Peace Prize, and we come up with our lists, and we're wrong every year. We were very wrong this year. Very wrong. Unbelievably wrong.
Who were your favorite this year?
We were thinking about people in Egypt, to be honest. We were thinking about people in Egypt. We were thinking about... I guess there is one person who's my favorite. He's a remarkable man. He works in the Democratic Republic of Congo, helping women who've been victims of sexual violence, and he works with very little money and very little attention. And we thought the Nobel Prize will eventually get around to him, and I think it will. But this was not his year. The truth is, there are so many remarkable people around the world who are doing such astonishingly good things with very little attention. And the Nobel Peace Prize generally gets around to them. I mean, they really do an astonishing job of finding these people and making sure they get recognition.
Were you interested in politics and Nobel Peace Prize when you were young?
When I was young. How old are you?
I'm 14.
No, I wasn't. To be very frank with you, I was not at all. And I think it's great that you're doing what you're doing, because, you know, you can be 14, you can be 40, you can be 140 and pay no attention to the world around you. And most people do, because the world's a big place and it doesn't really have much effect, you know, on the lives of somebody who's going to school or somebody who's got a job. And I really started getting interested in world events much later in my life. But the fact that you're doing this, that you're interviewing me, which is the least of it, but I guess I started thinking about the world as an interesting place when I was older, when I was in my 20s, and that's when I decided to become a journalist, because I was too busy being 14.